Hello you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, you're watching Booked-on-Charity, and in today's video, as the title suggests, we will be talking about my recent book haul. Recent, not so recent. I haven't recorded a book haul video in I think about 2 to 3 months because I haven't been getting a lot of books or even buying a lot of books lately, but I have been like slowly accumulating over time, and there's been some books that have been sent to me by the publishers, so I've got that on here as well. As always, I've got all of these books in different stacks. I've got a stack from Penguin Random House, Pan Macmillan, Jonathan Bull Publishers, a book that was gifted to me by a friend, and then a stack that I have bought myself. If you enjoy this kind of content from me, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. But let's get straight into it. The first pile that we will look at is this giant heavy pile from the people at Penguin Random House. In the last 2 months they have really been generous with gifting me some cookbooks, and I'm smiling because I love me some cookbooks. I love cooking. Cooking is a way for me to show love to the people that I live with, to my family. I love to feed them, so I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to make food, and cookbooks really inspire me. So let's get into it first. And also, I just want to mention that some of these books were also received through book events that I've been invited to. I've attended now 2 cookbook events for Penguin, so I'm really grateful, and it's been amazing. I've already posted one video on my Instagram for the first event that I went to. The second event I did record on my camera, so it will be a video coming up probably after this one. So let's get straight into it. The first book we have is the Mind, Body and Soul Food. Now this one is by Nikki Robertson. Nikki Robertson is a nutritionist, and she also wrote the book Thrive, which I have, and it's really nice. I like that in her introduction she gives a little bit of background on why mind, body and soul matter, what is interoception, talking about alcohol, debunking detox, and key ingredients to look for when you are cooking for health, and talking about what adaptosis is, talking about what adaptogens are, and natural sweeteners. And there's a section here on food sensitivities. So I like that it's not only a cookbook, but it's also very educational. And yeah, there's some great recipes here. Here's a egg and veggie breakfast bake. I'm not big on eggs. I shouldn't really be eating eggs because I am sensitive to eggs. So, but this looks good. This looks really nice. It's a vegetarian meal, but there's a lot of crystal spring rolls with peanut dipping sauce. This looks so good. See, these are the things that I would like to try. Roast peppers and olive oil. I actually made this the other day because I was making some hummus. So I've got some hummus actually in my fridge that I am using as a dip for like crackers and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to check out all of these recipes. There's some cauliflower dish. I love cauliflower. We love cauliflower in this house. I had made a cauliflower and butter bean curry the other day. So good. But yeah, this is the Mind, Body and Soul Food, and the chapters in here are separated into food for your mind, food for your body, food for your soul. So I think it's really cool. The next one I have is for the second book event that I went to. I went to this one last week. This one is C4, The Cooking Husband, and this is volume 2, which also suggests that there is a volume 1. This one is signed because I did take this book with me when we went to the event, and oh my gosh, this was one of my favorite events that I went to. just based on food alone. The food was so good. We went to a restaurant called Jensei in Waterfall, and it was so, oh my gosh, the food we ate there was so good. And with each meal that they gave us, there was also a wine pairing accompanying it. So I think it was just so good. It was so well thought out. I had a great time. I had my friends there, got to take a bunch of content which I need to start editing today so that you guys can still see it within this week. So yeah, I'm so excited to try out these recipes. This one is a little bit more meaty heavy, which is okay because even though I don't eat like that much meat, but my family still does, and there's still certain things that we love. Like, look at these braised beef short ribs. This is something that I would want to try, you know, if we decide to like have a braai in the house. Pan-seared duck breast with orange sauce. Does that not sound so good? Umlenze wegusha. Roast leg of lamb. Roasted lamb leg is so freaking good. It's freaking expensive, but pork belly. But it's just so potato and spinach mash. Love it. For me to make umngqusho, I really need to get a pressure cooker because I can't be doing that thing on the stove. I will forget it because I'm that kind of person who tends to do multiple things at the same time because I always have so many things to do. And my husband is always saying to me, you can't just do one thing. So yeah, I will definitely burn that umngqusho. And then we also have Simple Suppers, and this one is by Sarah Graham. I also have another book from Sarah Graham, so I love her recipes as well. Speedy sausage bolognese, salmon fish cakes. Oh, these are Thai chicken noodle bowl. That looks so yummy and creamy. But she also tends to have a lot of like nice recipes that I would go for. Like there's a one pot creamy tomato pasta. This is a vegetarian meal, so it appeals to me. I've never tried noshi, but I think I need to. Here we've got some chicken pesto, quick pesto chicken wrap, and I've got some pesto. And I've been looking forward to making it because I wanted to make some green pesto pasta, but I haven't done that yet. But she's got some really, really nice recipes as well that I can't wait to try. Bacon and butternut or risotto. I don't even know what that is, man. But yeah, there's some really, really nice recipes in here, and I've also been like trying myself out with some baking, so I'm always looking for nice recipes. You see things like one bowl bran and berry muffins, granadilla loaf cake. Oh, there's so many nice recipes. Sticky Asian beef short ribs, guys. I love me some food. And I kind of love that the end papers are this baby pink. I think it's so cute. And then the last cookbook they sent me is this timeless 101 iconic dishes. These are specifically South African dishes, and it's put together by Ilse van Merwe, and it's the photography is done by Tasha Sikom. I hope I'm saying that right. Already the end papers here are screaming food. I can't wait. There's so many nice recipes in here. I am currently using this book as my display book in the kitchen, and I've got this curry. Let me see if I can find it. And curry stews. So Durban mutton curry. That's the next recipe I definitely want to try. So I'll see if I can try that this weekend. I need to just look at, just find some mutton pieces, but this is what my cookbook is currently open to, and I'm just like, this looks so good. And I've got some chickpea flour, so I could make some chickpea rotis to go with it. So I'm so excited. I love this. I love that it's black as well. I love that a lot of the photos in here are also like dark with a dark background. It's so stunning to me. Even just these in between pages, I find them to be so stunning. So I can't wait to try all of these things. They even have a spadlo, boerewors rolls, yaffles, samosas with corn and cheese, vetkoeks, amagwenya, snoep pate, bokkums, biltong. Guys, so many fun, delicious recipes. Okay, and then the last book that I got from the people at Penguin Random House, which is a non-fiction, which I was actually surprised by because it wasn't a book that was on my radar, but when it landed, I was just like, okay, this is actually quite interesting, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And I wanted to do this haul so that I can actually move this book to my bedside table, because I think that it will be such a great book to read it just before bed. But this book is called We Can Do Hard Things, Answers to Life's 20 Questions. And this has been written by Glennon Doyle with Abby Wambach and Amanda Doyle as well. So this is the cover of the book, and this is what it looks like at the back. And this actually lists the different questions like, why am I like this? Who am I really? How do I know when I've lost myself? How do I return to myself? How do I figure out what I want? How do I know what to do? How do I do the hard things? How do I let go? How do I go on? How do I make peace with my body? How do I make and keep real friends? How do I love my person? Sex, am I doing it right? Parenting, am I doing this right? Why can't I be happy? Why am I so angry? How do I forgive? How do I get unstuck? How do I feel better right now? And what is the point? So I'm like, these sound so relevant. I love that they have sectioned out this book according to these different questions, and you can go into the book to whatever section you feel that appeals to you in the moment and read that. And this is exactly how I plan to read this book. So yeah, that is all the books that I received from the people at Penguin Random House. Thank you so much for sending me the books. Need a matcha break. I definitely think that I put too much milk in here. All right, the next books I have are books that I received from the people at Pan Macmillan. I don't believe that I've shared these books with you guys before, so this is why I have them here, but I received them a while back, especially book 1, but they sent me book 1 and book 2 of the Shadowborn Duet series from the Crowns of Nyaxia world. So the first book is called The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, which you guys have probably seen on my channel a few times. And then we also have book 2, which is called The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk, which looks like this. These books are so stunning. I also love that the spines match, so I can put them right, I can put all of her books right next to each other. And yeah, I had started reading this one. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I did start having it. I really think that I need to stop relying so much on audiobooks. I think I'm really starting to, like, it's really starting to affect my enjoyment of reading. And I think it's also because I'm so busy all the time. My brain is always thinking of like 10 different things, and if I'm listening to an audiobook, I get so distracted and I feel like I miss very important parts of the book, which definitely affects my enjoyment of the books, and especially like fantasy books that I have started and I'm in the middle of. I definitely want to go back to and do a hybrid reading with my audiobook and not just rely solely on audio. I recently read a series of my Kindle, and I'm like, I was so immersed in the story because I was like reading with my eyes the whole time. So I would rather than, if I don't have the physical book, then rely on my Kindle than relying on the audio, because I can't. I think, you know, if I think about how people always saying I don't get a 5-star read, but I think it's because we're relying so much on audio just so that we can finish book quickly and say that we've read 100 books this year, I've read 80 books this year. But I want to enjoy my books more than I want to read a lot of books, if that makes sense. But yes, those are the books that I have received from the people at Pan Macmillan. Next up, I've got my most anticipated release of 2025, hands down. No other book comes even close, and I'm so happy that the people at Jonathan Ball Publishers decided to send me a copy of Catabasis from one of my all-time favorite authors, R.F. Kuang. I absolutely love all her work. I also started reading this one. I got to about, in my mind, right, I'm on page 123 and 128 because this is the page I stopped at during the reading sprints. But I think I'll probably take myself back to page 100 and then read from there, because I think I started relying on the audiobook again for this, and I feel like I should not. This is a book that is more like adventure filled, more quest filled. It's not like action filled or anything. So it's like you're not just going through the world to get to the action or the politics or whatever. It's the whole quest that matters, and there is a lot of like philosophical elements to it. And I'm like, as I was listening to the audiobook, I'm like, I'm missing opportunities to tag very beautiful writing. So I'm definitely gonna go back. I feel like I might even wanna go back even like further, just so that I can read the book. And there's some little illustrations that I completely missed. Can you see? It's like I completely missed all of this. So no, I'm definitely going back, because I can't do this. I can't do this to R.F. Kuang. So I'm taking myself back to chapter 3, and then I'm gonna read with my eyes, and I'm gonna continue to tab this book because I want to love this book, and for me to love it, I need to give it the best chance possible. All right, and then because I have amazing friends who love to gift, a friend of mine, Katlaho, gifted me also one of my anticipated releases for this year, and it's by an author that I haven't actually read a lot from, but I definitely know that I will collect the books, read them, and enjoy them, because I had the books before, but I didn't like the versions that I had, so I got rid of them and now I want to buy all the new covers. But she bought me the most recent release, guys, and she bought it to me on hardback, and I'm so happy. Like I cried I cried when I opened up the package, and I'm like, what? This baby's crying and screaming. I'm waiting for it to die down. Okay, but not only did she buy me the most recent one, she put it in hardback. Okay, so thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much to Katlaho for sending me The Secret of Secrets by Dan Brown. Dan Brown is the author of The Da Vinci Code. He's the author of Angels and Demons. If you've watched those movies with Robert Langdon, absolutely love those movies. They're like one of my favorite movies to watch. But because I knew that I love the movies, then I'm like, the book is obviously gonna be better, right? So I'm still gonna go and grab the books. But yeah, she sent it to me in hardcover, and I just want to show you how stunning this book is. Okay, because I'm really tempted to leave it out in the naked hardback. So it's blue on the inside. This is what the spine looks like. but just look at the stunning front naked cover. It is so beautiful, and it's also signed by Dan Brown in the front, which I think is just so nice. And then the end papers look like that, and then the other side as well looks like this. But I love this gold lettering, foiling. Guys, I don't know all these fancy terms that you guys use on your special editions. This is not a special edition though, this is just a hardcover. But I like a hardcover that has a little bit of character and not just, it's a hardcover. You get what I mean? And yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited to read this book, and I can't wait. It's definitely on my radar to read very soon, so watch out for a reading vlog coming to your screens. Final stack are books that I've bought in the last couple of months. First up, for school meaning my daughter's school, me and my husband decided to get the books that she uses at school for math, right? Last year we had bought a couple of Kumon books, which were great to help expand her mathematical abilities. But then I'm like, okay, Kumon is great, and it's great to learn a specific, let's say, subgenre in math, but it does not follow the curriculum that they're doing at school. So how about we focus on buying the number sense books, which is what we did. So these are the grade 2 number sense books. My daughter is in grade 2. It is later in the year, so I mean, we could have bought it earlier, but I think it's also fine because it forms part of almost like a review for her, relearning certain concepts. And then I plan to buy the whole of grade 3 or double of the whole of grade 3 number sense, because I'm gonna have to buy them for her stationery next year. But I want her to have home copies as well to keep practicing. But we've got number sense number 5, and these are the comprehensive workbooks. So if I can just open to a random page to show you what you can expect from here. And then we've got number 6, so each number represents a term. So number 5 is term 1, this is term 2. Then we've got some pyramid sums as well, so it will be good for her to keep practicing her pyramid sums. And then, oh no, this is number 8. This thing is the wrong way around, but number 6, this is term 2. And then number 7 will be term 3. We basically at the end of term 3. So this will be a revision of everything that she's learned, and especially with the holidays coming up, I definitely want her every single day to spend like an hour or so on the number sense. And then term 4 is gonna be number sense book 8. So yeah, before the end of this year, I'm definitely gonna be buying all of grade 3's number sense, and then we can start working on that. Okay, let's take a matcha break while the grown-ups get the little people in order. Okay, it went quiet again. But we recently bought our daughter this Pablo and Splash book. She's been so obsessed with the series. We bought her book 1, which she read and finished. My daughter has never finished a book this long. But this is a graphic novel, a children's graphic novel, which is so cute. It's so hilarious. It is adventure filled. It's following these 2 penguins who are friends, and in the first book they wanted to go on an adventure to a place that was like hot and warm and sunny, and not just be like in cold weather the whole time. And that was the adventure. But these books are so cute, and they're definitely books that I want to read for myself. So I do want to read book 1 of Pablo and Splash, because I think it's really, really good. And I saw that there's a 3rd one already, but these books are hard to find. Book one I found at Reader's Warehouse and it was on 50% sale, so I got it for like 150. This one I had to buy full price on Amazon and I waited a month to get it. This was like 350. Book three is only on Amazon and it's going for like 500, and I'm like, nah. let's stop, let's wait for her to actually finish this one, because she hasn't finished this one yet. And yeah, I want to get her used to me and her like having some reading time, which will also help me sit down and read. And I think also she hasn't been seeing me read, which then in her free time she wants to just play or watch her tablet. But I'm like, okay, let's also have some reading time. So I think that will be good to do, to have like some sit down reading time, even if it's like an hour. All right. And then for my birthday, I bought myself The Invisible Life of Editor Rue. You can see that the cover is basically gone, because I have loved this book. I've tabbed it like crazy. And I mean, because my cover is faded, I definitely should be getting a special edition hardcover of this, okay? But yeah, I loved this book so much, you guys. Oh my gosh, it was like one of my favorite books of 2025, if not the favorite, because I can't think of what else did I read. I feel like Red Rising I finished last year, right? Did I? I don't know, this year has been quite long. There's just some lines in here, but it's like she was talking to this god that she made a deal with, and now because of that deal she did not get exactly everything that she thought she wanted, and they've been kind of like taunting each other for centuries. And this paragraph says, "Look, smile darkens, because time is cruel to all, and crueler still to artists, because vision weakens and voices wither and talent fades." He leans close, twists a lock of her hair around one finger. "Because happiness is brief and history is lasting, and in the end," he says, "everyone wants to be remembered." So if you know the synopsis of this one, we're following Addie LaRue, who is in the 15th century, and she is being forced to marry, and she does not want to marry. So she goes on to make a deal with a god that she's not supposed to make a deal with, to not let her get married, but instead also live forever until she decides that she doesn't want to anymore. But what she doesn't realize is that she's not giving some terms and conditions. So this god grants her this wish, but then the downside of this wish is that she may live forever. She may move and meet people, you know, as she goes through her life, but no one she meets will ever remember her. The minute that she turns her back to them, they completely forget who she is, which means that she cannot form long-lasting relationships, which means that she cannot own things. So she lives her life going about stealing things and hoping not to get caught. And if she get caught, like hoping that you won't remember that I did this thing. But she goes about her life in that way until one day she meets somebody who does remember her, and our story takes on from there. But it's so good. It's told in multiple timelines and in some cases multiple perspectives, but I absolutely love it. I tapped it like crazy. I didn't expect it to have a romantic element to it, but it did. And I did like tab those in pink because I was just like, this is just so beautiful. There's another thing here. It's like, you want me as a prize, you want me as a meal or as a glass of wine, just another thing to be consumed. He tastes like the air at night, heady with the weight of summer storms. He tastes like the faint traces of far off wood smoke, a fire dying in the dark. He tastes like the forest and somehow impossibly like home. Oh, guys. Read this book, please read this book if you have not done so already. All right, and then I picked up a book from Bargain Books because they also had a 50% off, and I knew that I had book 1 from this. I am missing book 2. This one is called The Excalibur Curse. This is a Camelot Rising novel by Kristen White, and this is what the cover looks like. If you can see, there's book 1 and there's book 2. So book 1 is called The Guinevere Deception, and then book 2 is called The Camelot Betrayal. So I've got book 1 for sure. I don't have book 2 yet, so I am in the hunt for that so that I can read. And I don't know if this is the last book or if it's continuing, but so that I can be up to date. All right, and the final book that I have, I'm so excited for this book, and it's absolutely stunning. I got it on sale, guys. I got it on sale. This book was retailing for $1.99 at Reader's Warehouse. Oh no, yes, it wasn't on sale. This is the price, okay? At the back it says, divided by blood, imprisoned by fate, bound by desire. Welcome to the intoxicating world of the Fae. Also, I miss Fae. I've been reading a lot of vampire stories, so I miss Fae. And this one is called Fae Bound by Sarah El Arifi. And this is what this beautiful hardback looks like. Oh, I love the cover. There's a spine, and then here is the back of the book, and I just want to show you something. Okay, first let's take out the book. So there is nothing on the hardback, which just the spine. I love the gold lettering there. I wish that they did something here, but wait for it, you guys, wait for it, because we've got a colorful map. I do not own a book that has a colorful map, and this makes me so excited. And I feel like there was a video that I did. I don't even know what video it was, but I was just like, guys, if someone could just give us a colorful map. Like, can you imagine how beautiful? So I was really excited. So we've got the colorful map on the end papers, and then we've got the normal black and white. I'm not going to be looking at the black and white map. I'm going to be looking at this one, because it's just so absolutely stunning. So this is what the front end paper looks like, and this is what the back end paper looks like. But yeah, those are all the books that I recently came into possession of, and I'm really excited to read them. Now I must go find a home somewhere behind me, and yeah, and can't wait to read them. Let me know in the comments down below which of these books excites you the most, and which one are you looking forward to hear me talk about. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment if you've made it this far and you don't know what else to comment. Leave me a book stack emoji. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.